Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Okay, you already saw from the thumbnail, you know what we're doing today, and I apologize. I still have a bit of a cold that I'm getting over, so I know I don't sound the best still. But I wanted to do a quick get ready with me using a bunch of new products. If you watched my last not last video, but a couple of videos back, I did a haul. So you know I've been shopping. I've been buying some things and I've been receiving some things. And because I've been sick and I've been traveling, I hadn't had a chance to really film with them. So I thought I would just do a quick get ready with me using some of the new products in my collection. So without further ado, because I'm trying to not have this video be 100 million years long, I'm going to first dive into the Nomad Hudson Valley Palette. This has been out for a while. This is their fall release. And apologies for the sun, it's doing things, as you can see. So I'm trying to stay out of it, excuse me, as much as possible. So I'm going to go in with the Hudson Valley Palette. I have worked on the warm side. I've done a look with the warm shadows. So I want to go into this cool side and do a more green toned look here. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and then we'll get started. Now, because I'm going to be testing a bunch of different products, I'm going to like not do something super intricate on the eyes. I'm trying to keep it real simple. And if you've watched me before, you're probably looking at this like, why is she lying? Why is she telling all these lies? I'm doing my best, y'all. Okay. So I'm going to first go in with this shade here. It's called Farmer's Market. It's kind of like a gray-green. And I'm just going to use that as the transition color for this look. Ooh. So much pigment just off the jump. Now, I have used Nomad shadows for some time now. And I really, really enjoy them. I really enjoy the formula of the mattes. The shimmers are really nice too for that soft look. They're not super metallic. But you have to like that vibe, if you know what I mean. I know not everyone is into the super soft metallic shade. I wouldn't even call it metallic. The soft shimmer shades. They're not super shiny, but I like it. I think it serves its purpose. So you just have to figure out if it is, you know, the formula for you. But that being said, the mattes are really nice. They are on the softer, more powdery side of things, so they're not like super creamy, but I like that they are on the powdery side because it means that they blend really, really well, and in my opinion are good for beginners because it allows you to build really easily instead of having to worry about too much impact and then trying to, like, you know, diffuse things out. Okay, and then I'm going to go into this deeper shade and then this deeper shade. I'm basically going down the row, and I might add this brown for like some final level of depth, but I'm going pretty monochromatic, so it'll be this and this green shimmer. So let's go into the second shade, Mountain Hike. And I'm going to concentrate that into the outer part here, just to add a little, but start adding a little bit of depth. I guess there's beauty in everything. And then I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go into Bed and Breakfast. It's like the deepest green shade. And I'm going to start deepening up the outer V. Then let it rain on me. Let it rain on me. Just let it rain on me. Now I want a little extra smoke, so I'm going to go into this deep shade here. What is this? Farm to Table. And I'm just going to add the tiniest using that same brush to deepen things up just a little bit more. Never thought anxiety would change me, but everything that goes up must come down. And every time I think as you can see, Nomad's matte shades blend so easily together. And I'm just taking the brush that had that first shade on there and running it over the tops just to blend the lighter shade into the darker shade, so we have really nice gradients going. Okay. And lastly, for the shimmer, I'm gonna go in with Corn Maze. This is a green shimmer, absolutely beautiful. It's the only one I haven't used yet. I'm just taking my A20 Morphe brush, picking up that product, and then I'm just gonna apply that all over the lid. Told y'all, simple look today. I feel like this is translating green on camera and I'm not sure why. I mean, sorry, gold on camera. But it's a green shadow.
Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain all night.
Okay, I love how the eyes are looking. This is a really simple, easy look. So I'm just gonna, as I always do, I like to go back in with my matte shades and blend it into the shimmers properly. That way you don't have like harsh lines separating the shimmers from the mattes. Okay, I'm gonna leave the eyes like this for now, so let's just move on to the rest of the face. So I actually ended up picking up the new Hourglass foundation. This is the Soft Glow Foundation. I have it in the shade 14.5, which I hope is the correct shade. So I'm gonna test that out today. So to prep my face, I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown face base. I'm gonna use that as my primer. No, I am a little worried because this is supposed to be a glowy foundation. My skin can get pretty oily in the T-zone, so I hope this don't have me shining like a fry bake. I'm gonna be real upset. Now, I purposely did not go in with a mattifying primer because I want to see how this foundation performs on its own. I want to see how it does with just like a moisturizer before going in with a matte primer. And this has gotten pretty rave reviews, so fingers crossed. Okay, so just shaking this up. Standard pump. And I am going to, let me pump a little bit on the back of my hand. It looks a little orange, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see. Let's just keep going. I'm gonna blend it out with a sponge because that's how I prefer to apply my foundation. And I did not apply too much because I'm not sure about this shade. Honestly, it's not bad. It does have an orange undertone though. Like, it's not super golden, but it is a little orange. Anyways, I'm gonna just keep applying. On the I picked this up from Ulta, and on the website, I don't think Hourglass models match the shades properly. Truthfully, like, something seems off with their model to foundation shade. Now, this is one pump and it's just on this lower half of my face. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more to each side, like half a pump each. And then half a pump for my forehead. Now, despite the fact that I do think this is looking a little orange, I do think that this is not as glowy as I expected it to be, which I'm very, very happy about. So I like that. Now, it does say that this is medium buildable coverage. I'm not going to try to build this anymore because I don't know what the color is going to do. But I do think that it does give a nice light medium coverage. Like, you can see some of my hypopigmentation peeking through, but it's still very light, and I like that. I don't like full coverage though. This works for me. Okay, I'm just gonna stop right here. I don't have a new concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with my LYS concealer in the shades DG3 and DG6. Gonna take DG3, which is the lighter, and plop that in the inner part of the eye. DG6 is the deeper shade. Gonna plop that in the outer part of the eye.
Know if it's love.
Okay, let's just blend that baby out. This is literally concealer of the year for me. Probably the best thing LYS has ever launched. Okay, let me bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see the face. I don't think the color matches as bad as I thought. I just feel like it's showing up differently on camera. So let me know if you guys think I'm looking a little orange. But you can see still pretty medium coverage. You can see my hypopigmentation peeking through. It's definitely more prominent on this side in terms of my hypopigmentation, so I expect that. But here it has blended in a little bit better. I'm just gonna set my under eye with my Pat McGrath blurring powder. This is in the shade Deep. I personally prefer the yellow shade better, but I finished my yellow. This one was already open, and I would rather finish this up before opening another yellow. I do have at least 2 or 3 more of this blurring powder in that yellow shade. So I like to use that to set wherever I had concealer. And honestly, mainly like my T-zone and under my eyes. Now to set my entire face, I'm going to go in with a new product. This is the Essence 16 Hour and Last Powder Foundation. So it's technically a powder foundation. Yadi loves this, so I want to, you know, give this a try. This is in the shade Brown Sugar, which I think is the second to last deepest. Not the best color range, but you know, we'll be fine. So I'm just gonna use this to set my entire face. I'm going to be very, very gentle with this because this is technically a powder foundation, which means that it has a lot more pigment than just a normal setting powder, and I don't want to deposit too much onto the face. So just using that to set my entire face.
You're not here,
And this is like my second time using this. Yeah, my second time using this. And I feel like this color helps to tone down the orange a bit. Then I'm going to go in with my Bronzing Brick from Victoria Beckham in number 5. I think I filmed with this before. I think I have. And I'm gonna use this as my bronzer, starting with like the deep shade here, and then I'll buff it out with the lighter shade. Going in with my Sonia G Niji Pro. I definitely feel like I've used this in another video before.
if I feel myself coming down, you're not around.
For blush, I'm gonna go in with Paradise Glow. This is one of the duos from Pat McGrath. Cara from Beauty and the Frizz really convinced me to buy this, so I think it's a nice little natural blush. Let me bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see.
Too much, I think too much, but with you
I don't think this is too glowy, which I like. So it does have a little bit of shimmer and shine in there, but I don't think it's over the top. I think this is really good for medium deep complexions. Even deeper could probably get away with using this as a nice light everyday blush. I don't know if I would have chosen it for this look though, but listen, we just go with it. Okay, this is a very nice natural blush. I like this. This would be good for like a no makeup kind of day. You just want a little flush of color. We see you. Okay. Now I want to quickly go back to the eyes just to finish up the waterline. So I'm going to start by taking Farm to Table. It is that deep brown that we used. I'm going to put that into the outer part of the eye. Then I'm actually going to cross sides a little bit and take some of this kind of like orangey shade Fall Festival and put that in the inner parts of the eye. And over top of that brown, I'm going to go in with this shimmer here. It's Foliage Trail. It's the orange shimmer in the center. I'm just going to top that on top of that brown.
I guess there's beauty in everything. There's peace in a heartbreak.
And then lastly, I'm going to go into this light orange shade. Plop that in as an inner corner highlight.
Then let it rain on me. Let it rain on me.
Okay, so the eyes are looking good. I don't really have any new mascara or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, finish up the rest of my face. Throw on highlight, mascara, liner, and then I'll come back and finish up the rest of today's video.
And I keep waking up from the same dream. Never thought anxiety would change me, but everything that goes up must come down. And every time I think I got it made, I drown.
Okay guys, this is it. This is the final face. I really love how everything turned out. So let me just give you guys a quick rundown of all the products that I use and what my sort of initial and sometimes second, third impression thoughts are. So first, let's start with the Nomad Hudson Valley Palette. Really like this one. I think that this is an excellent option for fall. It is on the matte heavy side, so if you are someone that prefers a larger ratio of shimmers to mattes, you may not like this, but I will say that the mattes here perform really well. The shimmers that they pick complement the matte shades really well, so I think this is a pretty nice palette. I'm still really formulating my thoughts on this. This is my second time using it. I think me personally, I am struggling to think of a lot of different looks with this. Like I see the warm, I see the green, but I would love to think of a little bit more looks and different ways to combine this, and I just haven't had that epiphany yet. So I want to keep playing with this, but so far I like it. I'm not in love with it, but I do like it. The quality is amazing. So if that is your biggest question, if you like the color story and you were questioning the quality, not the color story, the quality is top notch. Next, the Hourglass Foundation. I like this. Now that it's like settled into my face, I really like this. I think that the shade match works well. On application, it was a little orange. I don't know. This is my first time trying an Hourglass foundation, so I like the way it wears. I like the way it sits on my skin. It does seem to be more matte than I expected it to be. I thought it would have been a little bit more glowy, but I like this. It does seem like a more comfortable, matte, almost natural formula. So this, super duper like. The Pat McGrath Paradise Glow Blush. Love this. I think it's a very natural blush. I think it works well for medium, deep complexions. It doesn't give a huge ton of color to the face. I do think it is buildable though, so if you wanted a little bit more, you could probably do that. But I like how this sits on my face right now. Was that all the new stuff I tried? I think so. I think that's all the new stuff that I tried, but I will also mention the Victoria Beckham Bronze in Brick. Now this does feel like a brick. This is heavy AF. I think that this is a nice bronzer. Is it the best one that I have in my collection? No. Is it one that I want to reach for above others? Also no. I think it's pretty expensive for what it is. And definitely of like even my luxury bronzers, this is not the one that I would reach for first. I would reach for my Dior bronzer over this. And maybe even my Gucci, if I'm being honest. But it's a nice bronzer. I'll use it up. It is what it is. It does what it does. So overall, I like all of these products. I don't really have any issues with them. Do any really stand out as like, oh, this could become a holy grail? No, but are they nice products? Yes. So I'll keep testing them out. I do have like a growing basket of products that I've been using that I want to do a couple of speed reviews on, so be on the lookout for that coming very soon. Jesus. Whew. Yeah, so that will be coming soon, and I'll just be talking about some of the other products that I've been using. Most of them I don't think I've filmed with, so just bear that in mind. Anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already done so, make sure you leave a comment down below on whatever it is you want to leave a comment on. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and as always, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye!